Hello everyone, in this lab I'm going to show you how we can troubleshoot the Inter VLAN routing in a simple network. So first of all, I'm going to show you the topology of this network. As you can see, we have one access switch. We have two PCs in two different VLANs, VLAN 10, VLAN 30, and we have a router which is used for routing between these two VLANs, and we are using a router on a stick. Uh, for Inter VLAN routing. As you can see, the table shows the IP addresses which I've assigned to each PC and the internet working devices. We have two sub interfaces, 01.10, 01.30, which are actually the default gateways of these two machines. One PC in VLAN 10 and one PC in VLAN 30 with this IP. And actually the router and switch are pre-configured. So we have this network, but we have the issue. So the configurations are in the lab. You have to load the configurations on these devices, and then we have to locate the problem. We have the connectivity issue. We have to check why this network devices cannot ping each other. So I have built the network here and I have loaded the configurations on the devices. So we are going to do the troubleshooting. So I'm gonna start my clients, routers and switches, and we have to locate the problem and fix the issue. So I'm gonna connect to my clients and start from there. Let's see if these two devices can ping each other, because the network is already configured, so they should be able to ping each other, and the IP addresses have been assigned to these two clients. So I'm just gonna check from VLAN 30 and VLAN 10. I'll put them side by side. Okay, I'm gonna log in to the VLAN, to the PC in VLAN 10 and also 30. So I'm going to the command prompt on both, and I will check the IP configuration and try to ping from one system to the other. So I can see that this PC in VLAN 30 is 17.30.10 with this gateway, and IP config is 10.10.1, and my routers and switches, if I go, my router switches are up. So let's ping from VLAN 10 to VLAN 30, 172.17.30.10. So I can see that it says destination host unreachable. I cannot ping it. Also 172.17.10.10, which is from VLAN 30 to the PC in VLAN 10, I cannot ping. Always it's good practice when you cannot ping the other client. I'll also check the default gateway. So here in the PC in VLAN 10, the default gateway is 10.1, and the default gateway here is 30.1. So I can see that it is not reachable. So what I will do, I will go ahead and just put the continuous ping on the default gateway on both systems while I'm going and check the issue on the switches and routers. So I will start from this switch. I have to check if these ports are assigned to the correct VLANs, and also this port is configured as the trunk. So I'm gonna connect to the switch. to the router and the switch. Okay, my switch is up. Show IP interface brief. So I can see my interfaces are up. So show run int gig. So the port going to PC in VLAN 10 is 01. So I'll issue the command 01. So I can see it is in access VLAN 10, which is correct. I'll do the same for 02, which is going to this, and this is VLAN 30. Now let's check the 00. Okay, as you can see now this port is access, which is shouldn't be access, it should be trunk, or show interfaces trunk. I can see there is no trunk port. So this is something I have to change. And gig 00, no switch port mode access, switch port trunk, encapsulation.1q, and switch port mode trunk. Now show run int gig 00. I can see now it is configured as trunk. Let's go to my systems. I can see still they cannot ping. I'm pinging the gateways. So there shouldn't be any problem on the switch side. Now let's go to the router. So on the router, as you can see, the port going to the switch 00, I have created sub interfaces on this interface. So as you can see, 00.10 with this IP. Actually, the first thing, as you can see, the interface is down, because if I go to 00, I can see that the interface, the main interface, should be up. So I go ahead and int gig 00, and I now shut down. Show IP int brief. So I can see that now my interfaces 10 and 30 are up. Now let's check. So I can see that still I cannot reach. So the problem was not with the actually interfaces being down. Now what I'm gonna do, I have to check the interfaces for encapsulation. So I go interface gig 00.10. So here it shows me the encapsulation for 10, which is 30, which is wrong. So if I go to the running config of that interface gig 00.10, I can see that the wrong encapsulation has been configured on this, it shouldn't be 30, it should be 10. So I go int gig 00.10, no encapsulation .1q 30. Let's check the interface gig show interfaces gig 00.30, and I can see that the incorrect encapsulation has been set on 030. Or if I go to the show running config, yeah, so I can see that this is 10, which is not correct. So I go conft int gig 00.30, no encapsulation .1q 10. Now show run int gig 00.10. There is no encapsulation right now. 30, there is no encapsulation. There is no IP off, although also there is no IP on it. So I go int gig 00.10, encapsulation .1q10, and the IP address based on my IP addresses, it should be 10.1, 172.17.10.1. 172.17.10.1, 255.255.255.0, and I will do the same for 30. Encapsulation 30, not 10, and the IP address 30.1. If I go to the configuration, 30.1. Now show run int gig 00.10. Yeah, correct encapsulation 30, correct encapsulation, show IP interface brief. My interfaces are up. Now let's go to my clients, and you can see that my clients now can ping the gateway. Actually, I'm pinging the gateway. Now let's stop and let's see if I can ping the other system. So IP config, so from VLAN 10, let's ping 172.17.30.10, and you can see I can ping it. And from VLAN 30, 172.17.10.10, which is this PC here, 10.10. And you can see that I can ping it. So in this lab, we saw that there was some issues in the network. First of all, this port was set to the access, which is not correct, and also the incorrect encapsulation was set on the sub interfaces. I hope it's been useful. Thank you very much.